We are live, ladies and gentlemen. The extremely amazing, the incredible, the aptly talented, absolutely sublime one and only, I give you, local Mugs Fishing! Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, how do you do? I know you're doing well, because we're live and you're here, and that is good. I'm just getting into my other phone quickly so I can get the chat up. There we are, Moonshine, you legend. Lovely to see you there. Thank you very much indeed. John Young joins us here tonight. Martin Balls there. How you doing, guys? You're right. We've got to get some light on the scene here at the minute. How far away are them rods? Just about right, I reckon. Just about right. Joe Kerr's there, Martin Balls there, Hound Dog Hunters in the house. Lovely to see you. Lawrence is there, Nick Powell joins us. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to set up some light on the rods. We're going to get a bait in straight away because we want to get into them whiting as quickly as possible while the tide's still reasonably high. So they'll be there in front of us now, I suspect, because of the tide. So I'm going to get a light on the rods and I'm going to cast in a ragworm at black lug tipped ragworm to a flapper, and then I'm going to rebait the left hand rod. I'm not sure what's going on that yet. I'll have a look in a second. But let's get the rods in and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are settled in for the evening. We've got a breeze that seems somewhat southeasterly. Diggers is there. Adie's back in the house. Pam Bailey's there. Stephen Worthington joins us here this evening as we chill down on the beach. Absolutely fantastic. Just get this live back up. There we go. John Hatton's there. Stephen Worthington joins us. Sorry if I've missed anyone coming in saying hello. I'm here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. I will see you at some point. Hopefully you're all okay. We're having a little go. Trying to catch the arch nemesis again. Steve Jewell joins us. Garrett's there. Lovely to see you there. Super Blue joins us here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, where we're just having a little go. Reese Rixon's there. How you doing? Is the front row of the Lurkers Lounge free? I'd like a recliner. It is free, and so are the recliners. There's no first or second class in there. Everybody's equal. But you all get a recliner. Hobbits there. Lovely to see you there. We're having a little blast, ladies and gentlemen. See what we can find. It's been tough recently. The tides are not in our favour. Outgoing tides, they've been tough to fish. It looks like there's been a massive flooding of dogfish into the area. Apparently, I mean, there are loads of dogfish being caught. So, I mean, dogfish, obviously a species of huss. I mean, so potentially there's bullace about, but we'll see. You know, when a lot of dogfish flood the area, in amongst them you generally get some young huss. You know, which sort of makes a nice little surprise when you're pulling out dog after dog and then you realise you've caught a bullace. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, we don't want to catch tons of dogfish, but if it saves a blank and it's all that's coming out, what can you do? We shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. There's still a fair bit of tide in front of us. It's got a long way to go out. So we're basically fishing it down to low tides tonight. So, you know, oh, there's a little rattle on that flatty rod there though. There you go, there you go. Yeah, I'm expecting the whiting to be there straight away because of the depth of the water. Yesterday they were fishing for a friend until the tide went right out. Oh, and the left-hand rod's going. They're both going. Hello, hello. Hang on. That left-hand rod is right next to the rocks. Could be a big old conger there. But as I say, lots of dogfish about. So, oh, blimey, it looks like it's going to be busy initially. It's a shame because I know it's going to die off when we get to low tide. Or potentially it could. But we're getting tippy-tappy here, ladies and gentlemen, on both rods. Both rods. Let's make sure we got live chat on at the top here. We have. We're getting the tippy and the tappy, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a tippy and a tappy. Peter Rees joins us here tonight. I hope you had a better night than you did. Yeah, well, it was all right. It was quiet, wasn't it? It was a quiet night. Ended up going and sorting my mate out some bait. That right-hand rod's going again. This could be young dogfish. Hang on, but white in a prone to getting stuck and being finicky on the bite. We're getting some bites here. I'd love to get a few tings in nice and early, but I don't know. They're not quite on the hooks, are they? But whatever it is, there's plenty of it out there and they're having a go. They should get the hook at some point. So funnily enough, the left hand rod's in quite close and the right hand rod's right at range and they're both tapping. That would indicate that there are fish all over the place at the minute. Oh no, it won't. That's it, yeah. Will it be on the line? No, it won't. Oh yes, it is. Oh no, it ain't. Well, it's rattling away there. It shouldn't take long for something to get on the hook, you know. A healthy amount of tippy-tappy on the 2-hook flapper over at the back rig there. As I say, it's a 2-hook, so we can leave it a bit, because if we get one on 1 hook, we might get a double hook up. That would be very nice indeed. But I've not seen any large panicky escape attempts at the moment. Oh, there's one though. That might be on, though. Hang on. Let's just keep an eye on that right hand flapper rig. Man, they are busy at the minute. Left hand's going as well. They're both tapping away. This is music to my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Music to my... Oh, there's a ripping sort of bite on the left hand one as well. These look like whiting bites. There's whiting all over the place. I'm going to bring in the right hand rod and just check there's nothing on it. We've had loads of taps on it. Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, you ain't going to believe the double hookup we've just had. You ain't going to believe it. I've been after one of these for ages. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a whiting and a dab. A whiting and a pout and a dab. A pout and a dab. First dab of December. First dab of December. Miss Fishmas, how you doing? I'm well chuffed. We caught a dab. Right, just got to get them in the bucket and then unhook them because they're quite delicate, these. Right, bear with me guys while we get the kit to unhook these. Yes. Right, just bear with me. The dab's going to be, the pout's going to be no problem. That dab, I'm not entirely sure how deep he's taking that hook. Flatties are well known for being a bit awkward on the unhook. So let's just have a look what he's done. Not bad at all actually. There we go, hooks out. Oh, beautiful. We've caught our first dab. Oh, he's well, good, safe, happy swimming round. Jobs are good and beautiful. Beautiful. Well chuffed. He's only small. He's only small. Let me get a light on and we'll get a photo of him. He's only small, but he's what we've been after in December. Oh, he's tricky, flippy, flappy. There we go, guys. A beautiful little dab. He's only tiny, nowhere near our 27 centimetre PB. But he's lovely. You can tell the dab because they're see-through. We'll get him back in, proper happy with that. That's a lovely result. First cast. First cast. They're cute, aren't they, guys, eh? Miss Fishmas, our dog hunter, dab hand at that, turn it in, private tomcat. Guys, thank you. Cheers, John. I'm going to go and put him back in. We'll sort that rig out and get it back in, see if we can get another. Yeah, so the black lug on that two-hook flapper is there for that exact reason, to give us a shot at dab. That's why we black lug tipped it the other day and took the squid off, because we had a chance of dab. And it's worked here tonight, brilliant. Waiting for the dibby dabby, Steve. Pam Bailey's there. Jason Brown is in town. I'll tell you what, when the dab come in, they come in their thousands. We could get a few of them tonight. We could end up double hitting on them. That's why I left the bait there, because you get a double hook up on dab easily. When they come in, there's usually a lot of them. Philip Brown is in town. Baz joins us. And the great thing is that that was a small dab. You know, so we know we can catch anything from that size up, and that was a small dab. So if there's, you know, we'll catch any dab that's out there. If that was the sort of smallest one we could get, anything upwards of that, and we're bringing it in. I mean, it's great. But yeah, lovely little dab that. I should have measured it, shouldn't I? Kite Dangler joins us. Hello, mate. You all right? Welcome. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm just going to keep the noise down a bit when I'm out at the rods, because there's a gang of kids next to us with motorbikes and all the rest of it. So I'm just going to keep the noise down when I'm over there. I won't be interacting with the camera, so I don't want to give away that we're live if possible. Trevor, lovely to see you there. Lovely to see you there. Thank you for joining us. Absolutely beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, as we hit a dab straight away on the first cast. You watch, we won't catch nothing now, nothing else. That'll be it for the night. Although the size of the frequency of bites, I'm sure that's not going to be the case. We're probably going to catch a fair old few fish here on the tippy tappy. But yeah, to catch them dabs, I use a size 4 two-hook flapper. You can use a 3, whatever, so long as it's a size 4. That's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I've had all my dabs on, a size 4. Any black lug. I mean, you can use black lug on its own, ideally. But because we're after whiting there, we go another tap. Because we're after whiting, I've put ragworm on there. So the ragworm are for the whiting and the black lug are for the dab. So it splits it up for us, so we could catch either or. And we've had a pout as well, which I've got to tell you is on that left hand rod now over by the rock. So if a bass comes through or a conger, that is lunch for whatever fish finds it and decides to eat it first. So we're actually in a really good position. Straight away we've caught a class bait, and we've caught our first December dab target species. You know, well, it wasn't target species here tonight, the bass are, but that was a December target at some point. I was really going to hit the bass as much as I could in December, and then sort of target them in a more committed way through January. But you know, why not have a go while we've got the opportunity? Bit of black lug does the job. Derek Aldersley turns up there. How you doing, Deb? Deb Aldersley. How are you? All right? Fan Dabby Dozy. Very good. Ali, have you kept the pout for bait, Ali? The pout is on that left-hand rod. The pout is on that left-hand rod. He is currently waiting for a bass to find him. And there's a good chance it will. But it's outgoing tide, so it's a tough one. It's only the second dab I've had this winter season, I think. We had one once before. That dab was actually a bit bigger than I thought. When I look back in the camera, he was actually a good size. I should have measured it. But yeah, let's hope there's loads of them out there. There generally is. When you start catching dab, they're hard to get away from. I mean, not that you want to get away from them. They're a beautiful little fish to catch. Yeah. They give a bite like that as well. That looks like a dab bite again. I'm going to have a look. So whatever that is, I think it might be on the hook. It could be a whiting, but it could be a dab. Let's have a look. No fish on that one, but what a great start. I'm well chuffed. Pam Bailey's there. Robert Mullard joins us. How you doing? All right. Skeet is there. Thank you for joining us, guys. Well, we've got off to an absolute blinder of a start. We're sitting here pretty in a good position, you know. So couldn't get off to a great start, really. So very, very pleased with things at the moment. I mean, hopefully it can only get better from here on in. Well, I mean, even if we don't catch another fish for the night, we're in a good position. I'm hoping that won't be the case. Our Tuak flapper rig, size 4, baited up with ragworm and black lug tip, is going nuts. And the good thing with a dab is they'll bite right through the tide, low tide, high tide. So, could be a good night. Skeet, you legend. We'll probably run out of worm, but it don't matter. We will have black lug. It's going again. It's going again straight away. Look, that's on immediately. Whatever that is, I think. Is it? Looks like it, yeah. Quite a large whiting, guys. Quite a large whiting. Probably not going to get much chance to sit down here, guys, but this is a good night for us for getting into them. Gaz joins us. Lovely to see you here. Fishing on a pond. Life is good, Gaz. Wicked. We're doing all right here tonight. We're getting into them. I'm going to try different ranges of casts to see if we can find more of them dab. So I'll be chucking distance, close, you know, all over the show really. See how we do. Kite danglers in the house. Lovely to see you all joining us. Did I see kayak? Sorry, I think I did see kayak. Sorry, I thought someone else said kayak then, so I said it. Thought I saw kayaking. But we're having a go, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing okay. We're doing okay so far. But it's typical when we don't really want to get the white in for any use on the night. They're going to be everywhere, you know. Going to be all over the place. We're going to get away from them. Dazzo, how you doing? All right? Is it a bird joins us? Lovely to see you there. Do bear with us while we try and nail some more wapting, ladies and gentlemen. We've had quite a large whiting. We've had a pout, a dab and a whiting. We've had our 3 winter species in the first half hour. I mean, it's crazy. The only thing right, so we could go for the full house here. Dogfish, bass, strap conger. Full house. Six species. They're all well achievable because we could get school bass, you know. We could hit a tiny school bass on that to hook. I'm not so sure about the congers. They'll probably bite us off. Fish bingo. Yeah, fish bingo here tonight. That's what we're attempting, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get the full 6 here tonight? We've had 3, we just need the dogfish, the strap conger, and a silver bar. Sometimes you get the old little flounder hanging around with a dab as well, so we might catch some of them. They sort of disguise themselves in amongst them, move with them, so could see a flounder. But very, very pleased. I mean, to hit a dab straight away means they must be everywhere in front of us for them to get to the bait before a whiting. So I think there's a good chance we'll have another one of them tonight, at least another one. It would be absolutely amazing if we could do that. I love them. Philbert is running the bingo. Yeah, Foxy bingo. Yeah. Oh, an outside bet is a ray. Yeah, I don't. Well, if we did, we could catch a very young one on that 2-hook flapper, but we won't catch one on the other rods at the minute. I don't think. Having a pout bait on there and maybe a whiting later. I've not had a ray on those baits. Always bass or congers. But this could be a mix-up tonight. Could be a surprise. That right-hand rod's going to go again. It's just had a little nibble. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Something looking at it. Something looking at the right-hand rod. I mean, it's no surprise. It's going to be busy, man, because we've got a fair bit of tide with us at the minute. It's dropping away, but there's still a fair bit of tide there. So, good chance of plenty of fish. Miss Fishmas, we've made 100 likes, you legends. Guys, I'm going to keep the noise down at the minute. I'm not going to do any flashing lights or harmonica because we've got a group of kids less than probably 30 yards from me and I do not want to attract their attention. So I'm not going to do any interacting with the camera when I'm out there. I'm not going to make any loud noise. I just don't want kids all over the place or playing up and that, you know. So I'm just want to have a nice chilled night with you lot and no dramas. So I'm keeping my mouth shut and I'm sitting it in until they're gone. But thank you for the 100 likes, guys. It really does mean a lot. It's great to see that support and brilliant as we sit here facing what could be a very exciting evening. We've started using our smaller species hooks a bit more regular now, you would have noticed. Outside chance of a dab, you know. So we'll see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. See how it goes. The dab will be the bycatch for the whiting while we're trying to catch those. Dab and pout or anything else that takes that bait, really. But a great start to the show tonight as we see what we can find as we hunker down, keeping our lid on the roof, keeping sticking a lid on it for the time being. We'll know when they've gone because we'll hear their motorbikes shooting off. The motorbike. Where do you go, my lovely bing 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 bing? Where do you go? I wanna know, my lovely bing 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 bing. Where do you go? I wanna know. Oh well, where do you go? Oh well, where do you go? Oh. I mean, to be fair to them, they're not doing anything wrong. I think they're all just sat there watching the rods. That's what it seems to be. That's why I don't want to make too much noise, because I know they're watching what I'm doing. It won't take them long to figure out we're live, but they're harmless. They're just sat there watching the rods. Yeah. Front row seats, ladies and gentlemen. They're watching a live. Alive. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? My lovely. Go sneeze. I told you. I told you, didn't I? I knew that was coming. So, bite's gone a little bit quiet on that rod for now. Go over and charge him. With loitering. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, lads, that'll be $1.99 each. $1.99 each, lads. $1.99 each. Money in the bag, made to look like a drag. Waiting for the tippy, and the Tappier's van man joins us here tonight. Van man, lovely to see you there as you join us here after we've had some very good results. I mean, everyone joining after the half-hour mark. Oh, has missed a few bites. Oh, that looks like a good committed bite he might be on. He could be on straight away, that one. Let's just keep an eye on it. I can't see how that one wouldn't be straight on. But he might have missed it. It's not panicking again. But we'll leave it there because it's a 2-hook flapper, as I say. And even if we get a whiting on the top hook, we could get a dab on the bottom. I find that the hooks laying on the floor catch the dab. So that's a 1-up one, a 2-hook flapper. It's the one that's closest to the ground that's caught that dab. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll turn the rig upside down so that one of the snoods is just trailing down beyond past the lead and onto the floor. Because those 2-hook rigs, you can put them either way up. I put them with both off the floor essentially because I wanted to catch whiting, but now we've caught a dab, I should have put it the other way round. Where do you go? Actually, it should be a simple fix. Actually, I think I can just take the lead off and flip it up the other way when I bring it in. I might do that. That will leave a black lug trailing along the floor, and the dab will find that potentially. Santa Claus is coming to town. Mr. Bond, I presume. Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond, I presume. David's hiking and fishing dressed as a Smurf, watching the World Darts on one television, LMF on the other. There's a few folk in watching the darts. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Hopefully, you know, they crown champions in. Well, they're obviously crown one. And good luck to everyone playing the darts. There's all playing the darts today. There was a nice little tippy tappy there. So you never know what's hitting them because those dab can give a really good hit, and they generally go nuts once they're on. They really do. They flail about. Well, they flounder about, don't they? They flounder about all over the place. But yeah, lovely to see everyone enjoying the darts and splitting it between a bit of fishing, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the tippy tappies here. We're getting the tippy tappies on the rod. This is far better bite rate than we've had previously. Far better. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? So we're just keeping the noise down a bit in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. There's quite a crowd around us, so we're just keeping the noise down and for a little while, and then we'll do all the bells and whistles later on, literally. The panic button bell and harmonica whistle. All the bells and whistles, ladies and gentlemen. And at the moment we're just waiting. It would be really nice if a bass came along and tippy-tappied that left-hand rod. The good thing is, with the tide going out, it doesn't really matter because the bass will be swimming in 2 foot of surf there, even less, you know, a foot of surf. So as that tide goes out, it just puts the tide line closer to the bait, and eventually it will find the exact range where the bass are swimming up and down, and wham bam, thank you bass. We shall see. Shame it's not an incoming tide, but what can you do? We have to make the most of what we got. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? It'll probably be an enormous hit if that pout goes. I mean, you know, the 0 to hero bite, it'll just be doubling over and off. You know, it's wishful thinking, but we've had some lovely results from this spot before. It could happen. We know it could happen. Absolutely, it could happen. Nice bit of wind. It looks easterly, that wind. It looks like a straight easterly wind. Blowing away from us. Maybe slight southeast. Yeah, probably southeast. More little tiny rattles on that right hand rod. Chuckle Too Rarely Fishing joins us here tonight. How do you do? Lovely to see you there. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Thank you for smashing that like button as well, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to support the channel, you can by joining as a member. It's $1.99 a month. It just helps us to do what we do and to keep pushing forward, and it'll probably help with black lug this year as we see the arrival of the dabs. I do have a ton of black lug. I did buy quite a bit of it, but sometimes we'll get through 2 wraps, you know, per session on the dab, because it's worth it. They're always there. You know, when you target the dabs through January, they're pretty much there every session, so it's a great little fish to have a go at. As I say, it's highly likely we'll see another one here tonight. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? Gonna bring the right hand rod in again and have a little look. We've had a couple of big old hits on that, so let's bring it in and just have a little look at the bait and maybe get it back in. Glenn's there. Glenn, lovely to see you there joining us here tonight, where we've caught a dab within half an hour. The first cast. I mean, the first bites on it. That dab was probably the first fish on the hook. I mean, it was insane. It weren't out there for 10 minutes, I don't think, and we had a dab on it. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. There was another little tippy tappy there. Might just leave it there a little bit longer. Fish still having a go at it, so I'm not sure if there's a fish on it or if that's just a fish having a go. It seems to give the same distinctive 2 knocks each time. Bang, bang, and then it goes quiet. A pretty consistent knock. Alex is in the house tonight. Alex joins us tonight. Lovely to see you there as we attempt. Yeah, he is there looking at it. I think it might be on. I'm going to check it. I think that warrants a check. It's been out there for a while. It's one of them nights you just put it out there for a while and a few knocks, bring it in, and there's probably a fish on it or 2. Water's lovely and clear tonight. Jay, how you doing? All right, lovely to see you there. Jan Backer joins us. Nice clear water tonight. I've just put the pout bait out a little bit further because the tide's receding really quick. So when we got here it was quite high and now it's not. In no uncertain terms, it has gone out very quickly. So it shouldn't go out too far. I'm surprised because there's small tides, but that has shot out in the hour we've been here. It's dropped right out. We'll see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how it goes as we wait. Fiddy tippy, fiddy tappy upon the rods. Here tonight, we're just having a go, ladies and gentlemen. It's all we're doing. Just minding our own. Down on the beach, ignoring the world, doing our own thing. It's just me, you lot, and the fish. That's all it ever needs to be, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely beautiful. Waiting for the magic, the majesty of the bite. Be nice when the tides go back round to our favour when we're fishing lows to highs, because I really want to get into them sort of dab. I love them, so we'll be having a little go at those. We've got a spot that's a bit better than this for them as well, along the old coast. 9:31 low tide, yes. Yeah, we've got the sort of rough tides. We just got to make the most of them at the minute. There's nothing I can do for the tide. It's going to be going out for a while until those high tides come back round again, and then we'll just be fishing up and over them for a couple of days, and then eventually we'll be fishing the tides back up. But for the time being, we've just got to try and make the most of what we can, and the dab have given us a lovely little opportunity here. Miss Fishmas, thank you for sharing the contributions link. All contributions greatly appreciated and help a great deal, as you can see, because we're still here, still doing it, still going. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? Oh, it's a beautiful evening. It's so mild. I mean, it's not even cold. Beautiful evening, the fish are biting. I mean, holy moly. It's really good for December. When you're sat at July, you know, looking forward to December, you always imagine it as cold and, you know, the fish won't be biting. But here we are in December and we're really enjoying the species still. The bass, the dab, and, you know, there'll be the occasional surprise as these choppy weather approach. The weekend looks flat calm now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That storm that was hitting us did move away pretty quick. So I think as we go forward in time, it will move further and further away. May not even hit us at all. But we will see. Shame, because I was quite looking forward to that big old storm. But what can you do? What can you do, ladies and gentlemen? And where do you go? Where do you go? We had one whiting out before the bite went a little bit quiet here as we approach that low tide. So we've now got 2 whiting in the freezer potentially for use when appropriate, when the weather permits. We had quite a few good bites, but they just didn't hook up. San and Steve, Will is the champion, my friends. And he'll keep on fishing till the end. Oops, tiptoes in shoes, shoes. Oops, tips in toes, shoes, shoes. We are the champions. Yeah, we are the champions of the world. We're the champions. Our hands. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Down and bam, wow. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. Do 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 do, and bad mistakes. Do 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 do. I've made a few. Do 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 do. Absolutely fantastic. Honey! I've had my days, I've been spat in my face, but I pulled through, and we need to go on and on and on and on, and we are the champion. Oh, tippy tappy, my friend, tippy tappy on the right. He's still there. He's still there. He's still there. There he goes. Oh, there he goes. Oh. It's another enormous whiting. I mean, it's fat as well. It looks like a cod. Oh, hang on, he's strong though. Oh, no, not going to be able to get hold of him. He's just going nuts. He's well strong. An enormous whiting. Let's get that hook out of him. Nice, easy hook. That's it, hook's out. I'm going to put him back. He's way too big. Way too big for us. Yeah, when the whiting are that big, they're not a lot of good to us. Even their head, if you use the head and guts, I mean the head is too big, it just flares up and it's too big. Highly unlikely a bass to lick that in one. I mean a big enough bass would, but I find you miss a lot of it on the big whiting parts. If we can just get a small whiting, nice, well not small, it's got to be legitimate size obviously, but those big ones are just no good. The ones that are just above legal are perfect. Absolutely perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Of him a sentence, but committed no crime. And so bad mistakes. One pout, one dab, two a whiting. We don't want the whiting that big. We want them just above, somewhere between 27 and 30 centimeters, ideally. Anything beyond that and they're sort of a bit too large. Just a little bit too big. Sam, how's the day been? It's been alright, yeah. It's been alright, busy, always a busy day. Adi, oh thank you, a coffee on the way home. Adi, thank you. Adi, I can't do the panic button or the harmonica at the moment because we've got a bunch of kids next to us and I don't want to attract their attention. So I'm not blowing all the bells and whistles at the moment, but I massively appreciate that. Thank you so much. When they're gone, we'll be making up for it, trust me. We'll do the 100 likes, bells and whistles, we'll do that contribution you've made, bells and whistles. It's easy to remember as well, so we're all good on that. I won't forget that. Thank you. For anyone just joining, we've got a pout on the left hand rod and we've got a 2-hook flapper size 4 flatty rig on the right hand rod. Looks like something might have just rocked up to that as well. Is it going to take it though? No need for that, mate. It's Christmas coffee, you legend. Thank you. Robert Mullard joins us here. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, let's get down to business because we're going to kind of play around with this because absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for the next tippy tappy. If that left out, very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Even if it misses, it'll still be exciting because we know something big will have hit it. It's unlikely that whatever hits that left hand rod is going to miss it. We shall see. It's a very, very nice bait, and if any bass go through there, then oh dear. Oh dear. I won't let you forget. It's alright. Oh no, the kids are alright. They're doing their thing. They're harmless. They're out the way. They're not doing nothing. They're like me. They're the furthest away from people they could possibly get, you know, right next to the water's edge. We're as far away from people as we can be without drowning, ladies and gentlemen. And they've done the same thing. They're completely harmless, but you know what kids are like. If they find out we're live, they're a bit tech savvy nowadays, the youngsters, and they know, you know, what being live means and exactly how to disrupt it. That right hand rod is tapping. There's something looking at that. It looks like something small initially. That could be a dab looking at that. Is he going to get hold of it though? There's something looking at it. Something small keeps knocking it away. Tippy, there he is again. Tippy tappy, struggling to get the baits. That's not a big fish. Look, it's not big. Look, he's tapping away, tapping away. Looks like the rod's bending down as whatever it is tries to move away. You know, like a dab on the floor. I forgot to turn that rig upside down. There it is, it's tapping away. We'll just leave it a bit. He might find it. Lovely little tippy tappy. I mean, there's a lot out there that could tippy tappy at the moment. You know, the arrival of the dab just adds an extra species on top of dogfish, strap congers, whiting, school bass, pout. You know, there's loads of stuff that could be tippy tapping away at that. I've done my sentence, but committed no crimes. And bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my trials and been kicked in my face, but I pull through. And we need to go on and on and on and on, and we are the champions, my friends. Tony Beasley joins us, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Down, 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 wow. We are the champions. We are the champions. So if I turn that rig upside down, it will put two baits near the ground, because the one that's at the top will now be trailing along the ground, and the one at the bottom will be replacing that one that's at the bottom as it is now. There are no bears in Australia because none are qualified to be there. Turn it in, will ya? Turn it in. Turn it in, will ya? Turn it in. Koala bears. That's the koala tea, that is. Koala tea. Koala tea. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, good night. And that is the bear chant. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. If it's white, night night. I'm going to check that right hand rod because it's been tapping away, and I need to turn that rig up as well at some point. It's another whiting, ladies and gentlemen. Another whiting. Let's get him in the bucket in a second. Oh, just get this hook out of him. Another whiting. That one is a good size as well. Right. can't believe how quick that tide's gone out. We're about to have a tsunami or something. If that's the case, thank you everyone. Take it easy, have a great time. Rayman of Cumbria joins us. Lovely to see you there, mate. Lovely to see you there. We've taken my vows, my curtain calls. You gave me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all. There's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the all-human race. I'm gonna lose, and I need to go on and on and we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. Turn it in, Saturday. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. You're getting ready, Edinburgh tomorrow. Looking forward to this job. Nice. You've done a lot of travelling, haven't you, for work this year? It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like you've been non-stop. Non-stop with it. Hats off to you. Can't be easy doing all that. It's the driving, isn't it? The travelling. 'Cause we're is the champion of the world. You get about. Round, round, get around, Ray gets around, yeah, get around, Ray gets around, he gets around and round, 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 Ray gets around and round, 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 come on and rock with me. Raymond is riding free. Trevor joins us here tonight. Trevor, lovely to see you there. Old Kiwi joins us too. You join us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, down on the beach once again, seeing what we can find. We've had a dab. We're entering a very exciting time of the year. I love it, you know. Before we discovered the dabs, it was hard to catch anything other than whiting in the winter because you're struggling with them, you know. But once you work out where the dab are and their ranges, you can pretty much avoid the whiting for most part. The incoming tide, I find the dab follow the tide in real close in water that's not quite deep enough for the whiting to be there. Pat Bot your legend. So you can fish over a low tide and just follow it in, keeping your lines close in, about 30 yards, and the dab are there. And the whiting are at sort of 40, 50 yards, you know, sort of thing. And you can follow the tide in with them. Daniel Rand is there. Daniel Rand joins us. Are we about to lose our crew here? I think so. They're all up on their bikes. No, they're stopping. They're just moving them to there. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around, I get around. I get around, round, get around, I get around, get with me, round, 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 rock with me, round, and we are rocking free. We're getting bugged going up and down the same old strip. We gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. Oh, now, 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 oh, now, now, now. My buddies and me are getting real now. Yeah, the bad guys know it, so they leave us alone. We get around, get around, rocking with me, they gonna rock it free. Run, run, reindeer. Do run, run, reindeer. 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 Waiting here now for the tippy tappy. No, the wind's not as strong, and it's from the east as well. Or, well, it looks southeasterly. I mean, that's definitely got a fair old bit of easterly to it. It hasn't affected the fishing here tonight, though. We're consistently slow on the old biter. It was great when we got here. Slowing down a bit now the tide's going out, but I think the whiting will be there for the whole tide. So we've got a chance of those for the whole tide, and the dabs, of course. We're simply the best. Down, better than all the rest. Down, better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. Hang on every word you say. Oh, tear us apart. No. Oh, baby, I would rather be dead. Give me a lifetime of pleasure and a world of pain. Bam, bam. By now speak the language of love like you know what it means. Bow, 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 bow. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Or anyone I ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Oh, tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. Banging tunes. You tried to hang a pic of Diana Ross, but there ain't no mountain high enough. Oh, turn it in, will ya? Turn it in. Oh, ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley wide enough. Ain't no river deep enough to keep me from getting to you. Tim and Jackie Damon join us here this evening, where we have had an absolute blinding start within the first, must have been 15 minutes or so. The bite, I mean, we must have hit that dab pretty quick. You love having a personal jukebox. Thank you. Oh, tear us apart now. Oh, baby, I would rather be dead. Oh, hang on. All their engines are going. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 likes, you legends. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a red flashing light coming up in 2 seconds if you are diabetic. Please, please, I beg you. I can't beg you, please look away now.
Nobody
You love it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Beast did a $5 super chat earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. They're kicking them in gear. Sounds like they're off. Absolutely fantastic. Mr. Beast, you're absolute legend. There's going to be a flashy coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely fantastic. Go, Will, go. Yep, they're off. Yep, they're gone. Now we can make as much noise as we like. Too cold and no Wi-Fi for the wee lambs. That's it, yeah. Flashy mayhem. Thank you for the amazing support, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us while we had to keep a low tone here due to the youngsters on their bikes next to us. The biker gang have moved away, and now it's just us, ladies and gentlemen. And we are playing up now, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to play up. We are waiting for the next tippy tappy. We've gone down to low tide though, so the bite will slow up. However, that doesn't matter if when they bite, it's the whiting. Can't complain. We've had 2 whiting. We've got 2 whiting in the bucket. We've got a pout on the bait, on the sleeper rod. Do star jumps and show. Come on, fishes. Oh God, no. Star jumps will kill me nowadays. Oh God, turn it in. That'd do my gynecomastia no good whatsoever. No star jumps today, ladies and gentlemen, as we chill down on the beach here this evening. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Just having a go, waiting for the tippy tappy, ladies and gentlemen. Having a go, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing what we can feed to the bait. Baits are in. I tell you what, that pout on that left-hand rod is a deadly bait, and it's just sitting there waiting for something to happen. I mean, hopefully something will happen. I mean, I generally get the bass on the high tide, but who knows? We might get lucky and have one at that, or a conger. We've had big congers over low tide. That wind is easterly, so the tide's not really choppy. I'd say it's slight at the moment, a slight sea state. There's no element of moderate to that close in, so it's unlikely we're going to see a multitude of bass here in front of us. We're going to have to wait for the next tides. But the good thing is, when the weather's not rough at this time of year, we've got the dab to go for. You know, we can hit the dab every single day. We can have a go at the dab and reasonably expect to catch one. And then when the wind picks up, we can go for the bass. It's just absolutely fantastic. Those are the bare necessities of life, ladies and gentlemen. Bare necessities of life, they'll come to you, they'll come to you. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. As we wait for the tippy and for the tappy, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a go. I think I can see one more fisherman in front of us. There's only one on the beach. Apparently, not a lot of people have been fishing recently. I don't know if it's the wind that's putting them off, or there's been quite a bit of rain. But it's been warm. I mean, people are missing the opportunity to get out and really appreciate some December warmth. I mean, it's crazy. And I don't know what people are waiting for crying out loud. Waiting for the freezing cold. I think the cod haven't really showed up, so there's, you know, people aren't really out having a go. But the dab are here now, so get in them shops. Any black lug you brought that was meant for cod that you haven't used, get down the beach. Go and buy yourselves a couple of flapper rigs here. Bite on the right. Get into Last Cast Saloon. It's going again. He's on it. I mean, he's not on the hook, but he's having a look. Look for the bare necessities. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Yeah, man, get with the bare necessities. No Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities to life. Get yourselves into Last Cast Saloon, ladies and gentlemen, and buy yourself some 2-hook, size 4 2-hook or 3-hook flapper rigs. £2.50 a packet they are. They're really good for the amount of dab you can catch on them. because those tiny hooks are needle sharp. They're surgically sharp. You can use them several times. So it's not you. I mean, you can use them once if you like, but you can actually use them several times and reasonably expect to catch fish on them each time. They are absolutely fantastic. You're doing karaoke. Awesome. Get with the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Get with the bare necessities, no Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities to life. If you pick the wrong paw or a prickly pear, and you pick the wrong paw, well, next time beware. The bare necessities of life, they'll come to you. They'll come to me. They'll come to you. They'll come to me. Whatever you sing, we sing. All right. Van Man was sat in the garden today having a coffee, and it was hot in the hoodie, Van Man. Yeah, it's been beautiful. Hasn't it been beautiful? We've been really lucky to get such a mild December. I think if I remember right, last December was pretty mild as well. But it did not get cold for a long time. I mean, January, February, March, I think right through April, we had months of freezing cold. I remember toys out the pram for me around about April time, I think it was, because it was so cold through March. And I was thinking it should be warming up now. And then I saw a forecast, and it was like for 0 degrees at the end of April, and I was like, we're not going tonight, we're staying until the cold's gone. I've had enough. You know, we'd sat through the end of December, January, February, March, right through April, and then the last week of it I was like, I'm taking it off, guys, I can't do it, it's cold. I was cold to the core, you know, literally to the core, every day fishing through for 4 months, and by the end of that 4 months I felt like I was going to die. It was facing that cold again. I was like, nah, no. And then no sooner had I said that, I took 2 nights off, and then it was hot. The summer finally arrived, or spring arrived at the end of April, and it was like, oh, brilliant. I was expecting a week off, and got like 2 days, and then it was boiling hot. But yeah, I mean, it gets you, man, it gets you, it really does. You know, oh, mind you, it'd probably be better this year because I've got heating in the car. Last year I didn't have any heating in the car. The motor blower was frozen. Well, it was broken. So I was finishing a freezing night and getting into a freezing car. And I couldn't clear the windscreen, you know. I was having to scrape the windscreen from the inside, wipe it from the inside, clear it from the outside. And then when I'd start the engine, it'd all fog up, and it was horrible for a year, but we still did it. I was still there every day doing it. I never told anyone the problems we were having because no one needed to know. It would have ruined the fun. But I was having a nightmare with that car. But this one's got heating, so it shouldn't be too bad this year. No matter how cold I get on the beach, I can jump in the car and warm up straight away after. Oh God, yeah, it was tough, man. Last winter was tough. Gary Scott's there. No, Martin as well. Yeah, that new suit that John has gifted, John Locker, the absolute legend. That suit is brilliant. I mean, I can't even wear it just for convenience in temperatures above 8 degrees because it is roasting hot. So, I mean, that suit is going to literally be coming out of the bag when it's like 5 degrees. That's when it's going to come into its own. And it's coincided with the arrival of a thermal undersuit that I ordered. I forgot the order. I thought they'd lost it. There must have been maybe 4 months ago or something. I ordered a thermal suit and it arrived about a day after the suit that John donated. And together they are roasting hot. I mean, I haven't got the top of that pen suit on today, and I haven't got that thermal on because that's how warm it is out here. I've literally just got a t-shirt, jumper, and JJ's Last Cast Saloons hoodie on. You know, and it's December. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Keith Locke, how you doing? All right? Evening, Will, chat and the dream team. Can you tell my wife Rachel I hope she gets better soon, as we both now have this new flu strain and pneumonia. Keith, I hope you get well soon. Gaz agrees. Beautiful, aren't they, Gaz? What a suit, eh? What a suit. And so convenient. The convenient zips at the front of the brace, the bib and brace, and the top as well. It's just incredible. And all the pockets. And the cold gets worse as you get older, Will. Yeah, no doubt it does. No doubt it does. As your blood circulation thins and all the rest of it. You got hoodie and Gillette on and feel fine. Okay, awesome. Did you see John's comment about Pollock? Tony, John's comment about Pollock. Where was the comment? Was it on here or somewhere else? I haven't seen John's comment about the Pollock. I've seen John's post. Do you mean the post he put up on his channel? I have seen that. It was actually posted to my group, so I've seen it there. Crypto Buzz, you legend. Yeah, I heard on the radio today the hospitals are getting inundated with flu patients, 2,500 a day going into hospital around the country because of this horrendous new strain. Oh, it was you, Gary, that shared it. Yeah, is that the one? You also have the smock, wearing it to the shops. It's warm, they're nice, aren't they? They are just great all-round winter wear. You know, it's fishing gear designed for the beach, but it's a great winter wear. Maybe wear that skiing, you know what I mean? We're off to the Alps this year. Oh yeah, make sure you got the right kit. Oh, I have. I got a pen, bib and brace. Hey! Flying down the mountain on your pen, bib and brace. Pair of fishing boat rods in each hand. Skiing down the old mountain. Oh, that weren't the right tune, was it? What was the skiing one? Oh, how did it go? There was a skiing program, wasn't there? Ski Sunday or something like that. Oh, it's right there somewhere. Ah. I don't think that might be the right one. What's that? No, that's the Antiques Roadshow, isn't it? No, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, that's the Antiques Roadshow. No, I'm thinking of a completely different one. There was a skiing program on. I think Bruce Forsyth used to host one as well. Was that it? Oh, was that the skiing one? Oh yeah. Oh right, got ya. Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Dooby Dooby, Scooby 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 Doo, Scooby Dooby 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 Dooby, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Dooby Dooby, Scooby Doo 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 Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo Dooby Doo 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 Doo. Absolutely fantastic. That was a beast of a bite. Where? What? Did we just have a bite? I missed it. It must have gone pretty quick. I didn't see it. Was it on the left or the right? Without saying right rod or left rod, just left or right. Was it? If it was on the right, it might have just been a biting white, a whiting bite. Because it's not on there at the moment. Because it's not gone again. If it was on the left, oh, on the right. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not on the hook. Okay, so, oh, did we have a big old bite? Did we? All right, we'll keep an eye on it. If the left hand gets a beast of a bite, it's a different ball game altogether. With the right hand rod, there could be little whitings having a go. About the shortage about pollock, but you can get more bass. It's beginning to look a lot like fishing time. Will needs to catch. Hey, bass, squid, whatever will do for us to see, and put it under the Christmas tree. Yeah, well, it's bittersweet though, ladies and gentlemen, because I've seen the update from the Angling Trust, and let me tell you something about that free bass limit, right? So get ready for this load of puppies coming at you. So they've managed to lobby for 3 bass a day, right? So what they've been doing, and I've no doubt this is what's been happening, the big commercial guys have been watching the Angling Trust, probably rubbing their hands together, going, go on Angling Trust, you chuck them stats out there. And what the Angling Trust has now done is presented the facts, right? That bass numbers have increased and that we should be able to keep 3 a day, right? And that's been passed. So do you know what the anglers have done now? The commercial boat anglers have said, right, what's good for one's good for the other. If they can have 3 a day, and now the Angling Trust have proved the bass stocks are healthy, we're going to increase our quota of commercially caught bass. And that's what's happening. And so those big commercials must have been rubbing their hands together while the Angling Trust did all the hard work, and now they've done it. The commercials have stepped in. Well, we can increase our quotas. The Angling Trust has just proven that bass stocks have increased to the point where anglers can keep 3 a day. So surely now we can net a load more. So you watch those stocks that have now increased. You watch them drop through the floor now. The commercial anglers will take more. They will now lobby to take more bass in nets, and that quota will go straight back down to 2. So don't get too excited about it yet. They've brought it in for 2026. I bet you by 2027 it's back to 2 bass. Basically, make the most of it, because it is going to be gone, because them commercial guys are getting straight in on that. And you watch it. You watch that. You watch what happens. But yeah, it's great, 3 bass a day. Not that anyone needs 3 bass a day. I thought the 2 bass a day was quite good. But it clearly worked. The 2 bass a day limit clearly worked to get the bass stocks back up. And it did. The bass stocks are up and they're saying you can take 3 now. But as I say, that's just opened a whole can of worms now for commercial guys to jump in and say, well, bass stocks are up, let's net more. They can take 3 bass a day, we'll take another net full per boat. Reese Rixton, sorry, it made me jump out of my seat. Lurkers Lounge, I'll go back to my seat now. That's all right. Alan Goodyear joins us. Oh, Sam and Steve's done a gifted membership. Absolute legends. Thank you very much for the amazing support, guys. Sam and Steve, thank you. Peter Mills has got one. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Apparently mackerel are getting short. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You've seen how much them commercial trawlers can net. I mean, it's sickening. It really is sickening. Yeah, Van Man, I agree. Two bass is enough. 2 bass is enough. There's 2 bass a day, so no one's eating 2 bass a day. You know, so why increase it to 3 bass a day? Well, who's eating 3 bass a day? You know, no one's eating 3 bass a day. 2 bass a day is more than enough for any recreational angler, in my opinion. That is just my opinion. No one's eating 2 bass a day. No one. No one's eating 1 bass a day. But well, they might eat a bass a week or something, but you know, no one's eating 2 bass a day. Kayak dangler, yeah, legend, absolute legend. Raven, coming commercial boats don't care. We have it up here. They pillage the water. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Yep. I mean, it's all within legal quota, but the problem is they can increase their quota, you know, on the back of what's just been passed, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, because their livelihoods are the boats. I mean, I get it. You know, I get it. You know, who wouldn't want to make a few more quid if the opportunity was there, and if the extra fish are offering them the money, they're going to go for it, aren't they? You know, it's that competition, constant competition. The Orientals up here are bagging the bass any size, selling them in their restaurants. Yes. The trawlers waste so many fish. Yes. Yeah, well, there's something about that. I've read something about that. the bycatch, the increased bycatch or something like that. But I can't remember exactly what it was, because it's all on the back of this free bass a day that's come out. It's going to go off over it. It's going to go off. The commercials are going to be all over it. And I read something about them calling for extra bycatch or something. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. What makes me mad? People catching mackerel by the dozen, small or big. When they finish, take 2 home and dump the rest. I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that. Dumping them. One reason why the rays have gone down up here. Amount they take. Yeah, that's a shame. The rays. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, it must have been while you were fishing, Will. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, I swear it's true. I reckon that's George I can see over there. He's on the rocks. So I've been watching since we got here a red light making its way from rock to rock to rock. We're the next set of rocks along. I bet that's George. We'll see. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, it must have been while you were fishing, Will. You took the words right out of my mouth. Well, now I swear it's true. I was just about to say that I fished too. I just remembered we put a whiting back, so I haven't got 2 whiting. I got 1. We put that big one back. They bully you off the marks and fish either side of you to intimidate you. I just tell them to move away or you're going in. Yep, absolutely. Let's just have a look. I think I put bass back, didn't I? Whiting. Oh no, there is 2 in there. We must have kept 2, put 1 back. That absolutely enormous one. Get the rifles out and chase them off. Save it. I don't think I'm seeing all the kayaks comments. I can see people replying, but I'm not seeing them. Sorry if I'm missing anything you said, Kayak. I don't know. I don't think all your comments are showing on my screen. I've noticed that some comments show on the top phone, but not the bottom one. The worst mark is Torness, station near Dunbar. Zanzibar. Alan joins us here tonight. Lovely to see that. I just thought that, Will. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm seeing all of everyone's comments here. I can only apologise if that's the case. Please don't be offended. I am not sure what's going on with my chat. I can see that. That's okay, Will. You are deep in conversation. Oh yeah, no, it's not showing. It's not that I'm missing it. It's not coming up. But thank you all the way. Have you pressed the live chat button? Yeah, I have on the top phone. I haven't got that option on the bottom one, and I think that's the problem. All messages, yeah. Yeah, it's the bottom one. I haven't got that option on the iPhone. Because I film on Android, but I watch on iPhone. And the iPhone doesn't give me all the options, which is frustrating. I said I love you, I want you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna lose you. Now don't be sad, now don't be sad, because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now don't be sad, because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Gonna check that bait again in a second on the Tuak flapper. We need to just leave the pout bait out there. Nothing's touched that. You'll know if that goes. So I'm just leaving that left hand rod Our busy rod is the right hand rod, our very big fish bait is the left hand one. If that goes in any way, shape or form, it could be something very nice. Conditions aren't really ideal for it to go, but it gives us a chance. While we've got the option of a busy small hook rod, we'll go for that. Try for the dab, but we do have a whole pout on that left hand rod at about 40 yards. iPhone gives you top messages or all messages. Yeah, well, on the bottom phone I watch like a viewer and not like a host. So the top phone gives me the options as host. The bottom phone gives me no options because it's as viewer. Right, let's, but it all gets complicated. It's all complicated. Yeah, one of the big differences between the VAS bib and brace and the pen is this option. The VAS doesn't have that. I'm going to make the most of that option now, guys. Oh. Right, I doth send that bait right out. Work two fleshy flashes. Oh, what's happened? What happened over there? Rayman of Cumbria and Rayman of Cumbria. Michael Barringett. Michelle Barringett, sorry. Has got one of nuts and board. I remember Michelle, because I remember saying it was Michael Barringett, and it wasn't, it was Michelle, it was a lady. Because it reminded me of Barrington Levi. To experience, to be taken for a stroll. I'm too experienced for someone to rock and roll. To experience, to be taken for a ride. And I know it's not my foolish pride. And so I keep telling her to experience, to be taken for a stroll. I'm too experienced for someone to rock and roll. You might remember that phase I went through. Raymond of Cumbria, you absolute legend. Thank you so much indeed. Here we go with loud noise flashing lights. Thank you so much indeed, guys. Outstanding. Raymond, you legend. Here comes the flashy lights. If you are diabetic, please look away now. Absolutely outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely outstanding. Hang on. We're still okay. We are Wingnut Hook, your legend. Raymond of Cumbria, here's another one, your legend. Thank you so much indeed. Absolute superstar once again. The panic button coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you're diabetic, please look away now. Legends. Wingnut Hook, thank you so much as well. Absolutely fantastic. Member for 15 months. Thank you so much for hanging around for that long, man. It's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. I wonder who's going to be our longest ever member. We'll find out when we get there, won't we, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much. Oh, the pout's just been it. Hold up, the pout's just been it. Is it? Hang on, guys, wait. Oh, the pout's just been it by something. Something's nudged it. Could be a bass. Will he come back round and hit it again? Hold up, that pout's just been it, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Sorry, I get excited. A big bass could have just bumped that. Oh, go on, please. Go on. Something's just hit that pout. It's been out there long enough. Come on, is it going to go? Could be a conger on him. Hang on, get ready. It might go in a minute. I think something might have it in its mouth. Maybe. Oh, I need to calm down. My heart's going, oh God, ladies and gentlemen. I can't take it. Something's just hit that pout pretty hard, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it hasn't gone though. He might come back round. He should do. Oh, it should come back round in a minute. That's just had a good old bump on that. Oh, Wingnut Hook, thank you so much, mate, for your amazing support for the channel. Thank you. Flashing red light coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm trying not to take my eyes off that rod. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's exciting as we get down to low tide. Something's hit that. Yeah, it's a. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a pout. It's a pout. Pout bait. Something's hit the pout. My eyes are blinded. No wing nut, thank you. Amazing, thank you. It just got bumped. It was a little ray of light, a little bit of hope for us, but it might have been a line bite. It might have been something swimming through the line because it never came back. But it could, who knows? It might have been something swimming around it and just got a bit spooked by the line. The tail of it hitting the line or something. It might come back round from another angle maybe. But it was definitely emotion on that. Definitely. Vlogging everything. A member for 8 months. Thank you so much indeed. Koala tea, ladies and gentlemen. Koala tea. Seeing the members in the chat, the long-term supporters, your legends. I went the wrong way with that. Hang on. Thank you so much indeed. Absolutely amazing. Vlogging everything. Thank you. Red flashy light coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic. We are doing very well. Very well tonight. We've had a bit of a... Oh, hang on. Hold up. That right hand rod tippy tappy again. I was just about to say we've had a bit of the first cast curse. The first cast tonight, I caught a pout, which we haven't caught for God knows how long, and a dab, which we haven't seen since January or February. I can't remember the last dab we had this year. But they're an amazing fish because you end the year on them and you start the new year on them as well, because you catch them in December and then you catch them in January sort of time, and then everything goes quiet sort of February time, and then we start to see spring fish turn up. You know, by the time we know it, the place will be here. You know, the place will be coming into Brighton. That'll be the next report. I mean, the dab are here now. They're clearly arriving in numbers now along the Solent. So yeah, next fish to turn up will be the place, and then we'll be starting the new year, ladies and gentlemen. Starting the new season. The place, followed by the old mackerel sometime thereafter, the bream turning up. Oh. There's an individual walking along the beach. Is it George? He's coming this way. There's someone coming towards me. Well, he's coming this way, not necessarily towards me. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut while he walks past. Nope, he's coming here. Evening. All right, mate. Who's that?
It's Aaron.
Oh, hello, mate. Oh, how are you? Yeah, mate. Yeah, we go to the back.
Yeah, just trying my luck.
Any luck?
No, nothing, not even a knock.
Is that you with a big line?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I could see you coming along.
Still on the rocks there, look.
That's it. I see it. You see you coming. I thought it was George. I thought.
Oh, okay. No.
I've just had a big look on the camera,
Oh, okay.
which is out here about 40 yards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're about. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Did you have any hit?
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Really?
So, I'll keep going. I'm going to go up to Aaron. So I'm going to get quite lucky out there.
I scroll down this left-hand side here. It comes in a bit deeper. You might have a bit of joy here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll stand there with the red on.
Yeah, so it's funny because it's all the way out there this side, but over there it's right up here, and you've got this deep area of water here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it's steep, and then the back's of it. But yeah, I don't good out on the back here in the rough weather.
Yeah.
I had a big conger, I let it go, and then behind me, my pod was
Okay.
sick. I missed a bit.
Yeah.
It would have been a bell.
Yeah.
But no, I've had a dab.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
oh,
dab
okay.
here.
That makes it well. I'll come up with.
Yeah, the dab out. Got 2 whiting in the bucket for next storm to take out. But now I'm just fishing for the really after that dab and waiting for this out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was up salesy when all them bananas came flying
You see
across.
'em?
I didn't see none. I see the waves. So honestly, we was up to our our knees in water. It was dangerous. The Coast Guard came to pick us up, but we were already leaving. But it was a good night. It was the first time up there for me. So I was loving it. Oh, okay. I bet it was kicking. What was that? Yeah, I bet.
Did you ever do it?
I had plenty of dogs, and I had that little pelter that I put on the status.
Oh,
But
yeah.
other than that, nothing. But yeah, just holding bottom and keeping me lines in all the battles. Never mind actually fishing on there.
That's why I like it here. You get the protection of these at
Yes.
high tide.
Absolutely.
No, but that's the thing about it. I'm not sure when the next cruise comes. There was something summer that's moved away now for next week.
Oh, okay.
Looks like next Friday might be rough, but it's too far away to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think yes, about. Yeah, you just have to do the thing on it. So I'm hoping it comes back.
Bringing in a guard for fish.
Yeah, the gut will be gone. Congress had it. Yeah, I was thinking that. I'll leave it there for a bit.
I had just under £3.5 from got guilty for yesterday.
Oh,
Gave me
yeah.
a little constantly back. Yeah.
There's some really big ones.
I know, I just can't find them.
Yeah, I'm in this. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah, very nice ones up there.
So many little kids of riff-raff up there.
Yeah, that's why they put you.
Yeah, he just said I've stood and meddled.
Yeah.
Made me piss it.
Yeah, make us give you grief when we find out why.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, well I'll dump back in, mate. Good luck.
Yeah,
on
and
that,
you, mate.
Okay, nice to see you.
And you, mate. Take
Alright,
care.
yeah, take care, mate. Good luck.
It wasn't George. It wasn't George. I thought it was George fishing the rocks. It wasn't. It was another gentleman who's bass fishing. Good luck to him. Hopefully he will find some bass. Moonshine is in the house. Typo. We are. Oh, another little tap there. We're getting those little nibbles. I might have to check it in a minute. We've had a few little knocks on that right hand rod. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring it in and just have a look. Make sure there's nothing on it. Check it. Put it back out. I'll belt in it at distance because of the low tide. So I'm really belting that out there. So we've had a close shave on that pout, you know. It might be worth just checking it to make sure it's not been bitten in half or taken off. I'm going to just check it.
No, it's still on there.
No, there's nothing on that right rod. The pout is still there. So it hasn't been smashed off that bait, off the hook, sorry, but a chance. So the chance something will hit that. I mean, it was getting taps just as I went over to it. So there's still hope something's going to take that. Be nice to get another dab. It'd be nice to get a bass on that old pout bait. It's nice to see a pro bass fisherman out chucking lines along the rocks, because we've got a bait out there for bass by the rocks, ladies and gentlemen. So if the bass guys are expecting the bass to be there, then it's pretty good. Pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm too experienced for someone to rock and to roll. She doesn't want me around. 2 dozen sardines converted, sardine and squid combos so when you need them, plenty of room in freezer if needed. GP Baitman, you legend. No thank you. I think my squid season's over now. I actually went up there yesterday to have a look, but the water was brown. It was brown, and there was no chance of a squid, and they're really thinning out. I mean, we're in December, you know. They're all but gone. Lynette, lovely to see you there. Lovely to see you there. I mean, all but gone locally. You know, there'll be other places chucking them up, but for the Solent, they will be getting very, very thin on the ground now. So we can look forward to next year for the squiddly diddly. I didn't do very well this year on them. Didn't do very well. Could have done better. I should have put more time into it when they were here. I just didn't want to bore everyone with all the squid fishing. But you know, as the year wears on, it's essential we get them as bait, really, because they're a free bait when they're here, and they're such a good bait as well. We're good at the minute though, because all I've been doing is using the squid to tip flapper rigs, so we haven't really got through any, and we're using the whiting as our primary source of bait at the moment. So I say we didn't do so well, but we haven't really needed to use any, apart from what we've been getting in the combos that Glenn has so kindly made. But I've literally got a freezer almost full to the brim with combos at the minute. Literally loads of them. But it is good. But yeah, we've got tons of combos. I need to try and get some room in there to get the whiting in that we catch, because those are our next priority bait for December. We sort of move with the season, you know. Now the whiting are here, they are the fish's priority bait. So they're the bait we want to be getting in the freezer at the minute, are the whiting. They're such a beautifully presented bait as well. You just put a whole whiting on, or just cut it straight in half. I mean, it's beautiful. Perfect. Presented on the hooks for the bass or the congers. I think she wants a clown, someone to take for her ride, and so I keep telling her to experience, to be taken for a stroll. I think she wants a clown. I like the tail cut in 0.5%. Lovely, yes, yep. Yeah, we had a great night here once actually with the tail. Actually, I called it heads and tails, the live, because we put the heads on, then we put the tails on, and we had 2 bass on the tails. I mean, well, we had tons of bites on the tails, and I think we landed a bass or 2 on the tails. I remember we had 4 bass that night. I think 2 of them came on the tails. A very, very good evening. Yeah, kayak, it was a wicked night. It was the next set of rocks along from here. Oh, hang on, was it? Or was it 2? Yeah, 2 rocks along from here. Is that rain I can hear? It is. It's not supposed to be raining. Rain wasn't on the list of catches tonight. It's raining. If it's raining, it's raining. Tears from my eyes. Since you're gone, all I do is cry. Don't forget, guys, anyone watching, anyone likes what they're watching and fancies supporting it, you can join as a member for $1.99 a month. Cheaper than a pot of Pringles, and it all goes a long way. Collectively and collaboratively, it really helps us to continue to do what we do. Pam Bailey is there. Whoa, yeah, he love you more than I can say. Will love you twice as much tomorrow. Whoa, love you more than I can say. Whoa, yeah. I love you more than I can say. I'll give you twice as much tomorrow. Whoa. Or £24 a year. £24 a year, cheaper than Kirsty getting my wallet. Yeah, £24 a year subscription. Fun fact, 2024 squid caught 177. In 2025, 125. Oh, okay. So there is quite a difference. What's that, about a third? About a third less. Somewhere thereabouts. Yeah. Well, no, it's not quite a third. Yeah, it is about a third, isn't it? 50, 100, 150. No, it's about a quarter actually. So we had about a quarter less. Yes, that's a quarter. So we had a quarter more in 25 than we did in 24 than we did in 25. Yeah, the ones caught this year were bigger, yeah. Yeah, so they probably made up around about the same in weight, I guess. And saying that, last year I had to give squid away because I couldn't fit them in the freezer. However, this year Glenn offered the space in the freezer, so I guess we probably caught about the same weight in squid, maybe thereabouts. Earwig joins us here tonight. Earwig, lovely to see you there. Thank you for joining us here where we've hit the low tide here and the bite has died. So you could see when we got here the bite was going right off and we had to work fast. Funnily enough, after that first bite, things went very quiet. Yeah, weight-wise, not much difference. Yeah, quite possible. How many squid off camera? Yeah, I had a few off camera actually. Yeah, I did. I had quite a few off camera. Yeah, I was going up the pier after some sessions and having a cheeky little, you know, go at the squid. I did have a few out. But I didn't publicise it because everyone would have gone up there, you know. You know, rightly so, but yeah, it upsets the sort of regular squid fishers up there if I put it online. Every time I'm there and they catch something, they're like, oh, don't put it online, don't put it online. So I rarely fish up there because I could do without the grief. So I try and sneak up there late when everyone's gone and have a little fish. And when there's usually a couple of regulars still there. Right hand rod, that looks like a dogfish bite. Quite a strong old dogfish. Really strong. There he is. So what does that bring our species to? That must be 4 or 5, is it? What we had? We've had dab, pout, whiting and dogfish. Dab, pout, whiting and dogfish. Yeah, so 4 species tonight. That's good. If you can go past 3 species on a winter day, you're doing all right. Wicked, 4 species. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, guys. Let's get him back in. Get the bait back out there. I need to rebait. He's whipped our bait on. Ugh. Lovely, jubbly 200 likes. Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, 200 likes as the steady slew of bites continues with the arrival of that dogfish. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much indeed. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a red flashing light coming up here. It's similar to that what you might see around Christmas. However, this one's going to be flashy. If you are diabetic, please look away now. Woe betide those with the diabetes who dare to look forth unto the flashy. Absolutely outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Tezza UK is their son and Steve. Don't panic. Tezza joins us. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, as we sit here tonight, seeing what we can find on the baits. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone wondering why their channel hasn't been posted today, is because YouTube are only showing some channel links, but most are missing from your profiles. Ooh. People who go fishing will be celebrating too. We're having a go, ladies and gentlemen, seeing what we can find. Little tippy tappies of the rain on the shelter as the rain comes down. Very light winds here tonight. That sea is all but flat calm. Perfect for dab fishing. Kiss. Oh, Kelsey. Kel Sims. Hey Kel, how you doing? Hi Will, love the channel. Just gotta say, I think you mean epileptic, not diabetic. We've got another one. Hey! Go on, son. Kels, thank you. Thank you so much. You are the first one to take the bait for a very long time. I didn't think we was going to get another one, ladies and gentlemen. Kelsey becomes, I think it's number 12. Is it number 12? Kelsey, thank you. Kels, you have joined the elites. The elitists of the elites. You are up there with you are in the club, Kelsey. You did it. You used both words in one sentence. You hit the criteria bang on the head. Number 18, is that it? Kel joins us at number 18. So she fit the criteria perfectly. She used both words in the same sentence, leaving no doubt whatsoever that she had taken the bait completely. Sometimes people will say, what do you mean, diabetic? Or, you know, but that doesn't cut the mustard. It's got really, to reach the full criteria, it's got to be both words. Are you sure you mean diabetic and not epileptic? That leaves no doubt whatsoever. Absolutely fantastic. Kelsey, well done. And for that, you get an honorary Toodle Pips. Here we go. Fishing pasta, cool. Magic. Pam Bailey's been tempted. Kels, you legend. Here you go. This one's for you especially. Thank you. You've made our day. It's been so long, but finally, Someone did it. They had to. They couldn't hold back anymore and produced a magic moment. Number 18 on the list. Cal, you absolute legend. This one's for you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a red flashing light. If you are epileptic, please look away now. Absolutely fantastic. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Kel, thank you very much indeed. Fishing Pasto Cornwall joins us here tonight. Absolutely beautiful. Oh dear. What an introduction. Thank you for joining the channel for a start as well. A pleasure to have you aboard. Absolutely fantastic. Well, there you go. That was lovely in amongst all of the bites. Thank you, Kel. Thank you so much, indeed. Absolutely wonderful. That's made my evening. That has. Haven't been in chat lately, but haven't missed the show. Been on watching. Fishing Pasto, thank you. I hope that things are going okay at your end. Thank you. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. Hey, we're going to get you too. Another one bites the dust. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. How we gonna get away with it? Diabetes lights. One day we're gonna get someone. We catch them every night. Are you ready? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the beats? Is it an epileptic or diabetes? I just don't know. It's sweet. Yeah. Din, din, din. Another one bites the dust. Jody Hay. Din, din, din. Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. Hey, we're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust, yeah. How many times we're gonna catch them out with the diabetes tune? We set them up and then we take them down and we get them in the room. Are you ready? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the beats? Is it diabetes or epilepsy? We'll have to see. Din, din, din. Another one bites the dust. Din, 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 din. Another one bites the dust, yeah. And another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. Hey, we're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust, yeah, 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 yeah. A double take kayak, that would be absolutely amazing. Two in one sentence. Oh, can you imagine it? Actually, we'll just, yeah, I know diabetics do suffer from flashing lights. No, I do know. Yeah, I know. It is a symptom of diabetic eye disease. Yeah, I know, which makes it even more sweeter when someone comes on and says, is it, no, I'm sure it's epileptic, you mean? Which is why I always add strobe to it, because the association of epilepsy is strobing lights. So sometimes you'll hear me really emphasising the strobe bit. I'll be like, there's going to be a red flashing light, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be strobing. It's going to be strobing. So if you have diabetes, look away now, because it's going to be strobing. But you do have to Google it, Earwig, to know that. And a lot of people with diabetes haven't Googled that, and they're not even aware of it. The common known flashing light consequence is a fit in epilepsy and not diabetes, so no one would question it as diabetes. They'd be wondering why we're saying diabetes and not epilepsy, which is why we've caught 18 people out and only 2 people have said, well, I've googled it and it's diabetes. Looking to go to sea with the boat, but been 4 weeks of blow and swell. No, I know, Padstow, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for boaters, it really is. It can destroy business in terms of commercials. Yeah, I mean, the weather's got really bad the last, well, funny enough, since I started doing this. Before I started doing this seemed like a good idea, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, we'll get loads of time by the sea and I'll buy a sib and we'll get on the water. It's been beautiful. And then the year we set this up, ever since, we've hardly been able to take the boat out. It's been crazy. OG Sean White looked away. Kojak joins us, you legend. Lovely to see you there. Lovely to see you joining us here this evening. Thank you for joining us as we enjoy an evening down at the water's edge, having a go, seeing what we can do. I panic from flashing lights when a police car's behind me. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, watch out for flashing red blue lights, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, isn't it? Kojak, it's gone a bit slow. Oh, mind you, the bite has been steady. We've had one fish maybe every sort of hour. But the first cast, I had a pout, which we haven't caught for God knows how long, and I had a dab, which is the first one of this dab season for local marks fishing. So we haven't had a dab since the season ended in January. Yeah, you got your main business. People don't see the impact it has on fishermen. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the general pop don't see it. I well understand it because we see the consequences of it. And if I can't get out on the boat, I know a lot of commercial guys will be struggling. Yeah, we had a dab. Yeah, how long? It was the first cast, Kojak, within the first, I'd say 20 minutes. Within the first 20 minutes. I mean, it was probably the first bite on the line. The rod was going after I put it in. I left it there because I was like, right, we'll probably get a double look up. So I left it out there and then brought it in, and the first cast of the right hand rod, and it had two fish on it, a pout and a dab. So yeah, right at the beginning, first cast. It was a pretty thing, not seen one before, San and Steve. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't even know we had them locally till about 3 years ago, when I accidentally caught one, foul looked it on Hasler Wall. And I was like, what is that? And then everyone was like, that's a dab. I was like, a dab? What's a dab? And then we learned all about the dab. And then I just happened to foul one reeling in along here. And I was like, it's another dab. Hang on a minute. They must be quite popular. I know what. Let's see if we can catch one normally. So we tried and did. And then the following year, it was dab after dab after dab. And then there was this year. And I mean, yeah, now we catch a dab. I'm okay, Padstow, still going. Still going, mate. Still slogging on, still enjoying it. Enjoying the company, enjoying the chats, enjoying the channel, enjoying the fact that people are enjoying the fact that we enjoy the channel and enjoy doing it. You know, it's all good, man. It's great. People are loving it, and it's great fun, man. It's a pleasure to do, you know. Oh, 6 fish in 2 hours, 40 minutes. Oh, it's about 2 fish an hour, Martin. Thank you, thank you. About 2 fish an hour. Oh, Sanders Steve's done another gifted membership. Toby Carvery. Oh, Toby. Oh, yeah, it is Toby Carvery. That's an actual business, isn't it? Toby Carvery. I've heard of that. Absolutely fantastic, San and Steve. You absolute legends. Thank you for a gifted membership. Now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to blow the harmonica of good fortune and faith. Here we go. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, fishing. Yeah, we'll have a look. I did see you doing some work on it. I was watching your channel while you were doing it. But I think you did send some before. Have you done some upgrades? Have you done some upgrades on it? Here we go. Absolutely outstanding. Oh, Mr. Beast has done one as well. Well, there you go, San and Steve. There's going to be another one as well. Aquatic Pears has got one. Aquatic Pears. Beautiful. Absolute legends. Just a bit of it in action. Oh, out on the water. Wow. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see that. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, wicked. Oh, hang on. What's oh. Save. There we go. So, guys, I've been working on production of the Muffin Man. I've been working on production of the Muffin Man. Does anyone want to see a bit of it? You know, we was talking about the old Muffin Man and that. And I was like, I'm going to do a Muffin Man film. I've been working on it. Does anyone want to see a little teaser taster of the Muffin Man. Yeah. Yeah, Gary, the Muffin Man. So there's an old horror thing from back in the day of a, well, basically how it started, I heard the Muffin Man, someone said, do you know the Muffin Man? And in my head I just thought that sounds like a horror. You know, like the clown in the drain, the It clown, with the guy, a little kid's boat goes down the drain, he's like, you know, do you like, you know, anyway, that's what when I heard, do you like the Muffin Man? It just made me think of a horror. So I thought, I'm going to make a horror and I'm going to call it the Muffin Man. So I don't know if the volume's going to be alright, but here's a clip of the Muffin Man. I don't know if you'll hear the volume. Hang on. Dun, 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 dun. There is no volume, I don't think. Oh, hang on, it might be on mute. Oh no, it's not going to be loud enough for you to hear. Nah, it's just rubbish volume. It's not going to work. I'll have to show you it when it's done. But yeah, I'm starting production of the Muffin Man. Unless this one's a bit louder. Hang on. No, it's not going to play. Yeah, I know, sorry. No, there's no volume to it. Oh, there is to this one. Maybe, hang on. AD, you legend. So I'm filming the Muffin Man movie. I'm doing it myself. Yeah, the gingerbread muffin from, but there's volume to that, but you can't hear it. There's volume on that. I'm gonna have to sort the edit out and turn the volume up. There's volume to all the spooky bits in between. But yeah, I need to work on it and that. But I'm gonna do my own short movie called The Muffin Man, ladies and gentlemen, and that will be on the channel at some point. So we can all look forward to that. It's probably going to take a year to do at least. But I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. AD, you legend! AD, thank you. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun. Bit of fun. The gingerbread muffin from Ben's Baking today. It was fantastic. The gingerbread muffin man. AD, thank you for that gifted membership. Merry Christmas, Will. Get yourself something nice. Thank you. Thank you, man. Get yourself something for Christmas. Thank you so much indeed, man. That's very kind of you to think of me. You absolute star. Thank you. You're going to get flashy lights now, and the bells and whistles. Ian on the drone, yeah, yeah. Legend. Yeah, well, we could do some B-roll on it. You know, I can't make it too high quality, else the computer will crash with all of the footage, because it's probably going to take 1,000 clips to put it all together with A-roll and B-roll and that, you know. And once I upload it all to the computer, it'd probably crash it if we got to, because his drones are really high definition. You need a gaming PC really to upload too much of that. But yeah, it's just working on it, and gonna have to work on the volumes for those clips in between. So between that end bit and that spider you saw there, there's more to go in there. That spider clip. So basically, if I know if there's a scene that's going to be before, I put it in before, and if there's a scene that's going to be after, I just put it in after, and then I put everything in between until eventually it's one chunk of scenes that work. But yeah, we're working on it, running along with the gimbal phone stabilizer. Yeah, you'll be a superstar. You're a legend. Yeah, well, I thought of gimbaling and phone stabilizing and that. I intentionally moved it around a lot when I was filming the end of the underpass there, so it's not too steady and it looks real, like you're walking and moving. I think when it's still, it's going to be that sort of video, you know, like a Blair Witch style sort of thing, as opposed to a perfectly stationary load of scenes. Because I like that sort of phone effect, you know, it's like you're there, you know, rather than the solid steel in the tripod effect, which is what it was when I was sat on the floor, because there's no one else holding the camera. So in some scenes it has to be stable. I'd like it to be sort of all over the place really, so you never know where to look or what's going or what's coming. Something could appear at the top of the screen as you move the camera up and down and round and that, you know. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make a film in my spare time just for a bit of fun, and I'm going to call it The Muffin Man. But when I upload it, you'll be able to hear it. You'll hear the volume. It's sort of been downloaded and then uploaded to a Facebook, then downloaded from a messenger, and it's lost the sound quality. But yeah, once I've uploaded it straight to YouTube, you'll have full sound quality. Oh, 8% a gifted membership as well. Looked like I was running. Yeah, I was actually, Gary, I was at one point. When you heard, oh hang on. When you heard the noise there in the bush, I started running away. And that's the idea, because I've heard something in the bush. The Muffin Man's there, isn't he? And I'm running from him. But there's more to go into that scene. There's more to go into that. Turn it in, turn it in. Ape, you legend, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Thank you. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, you have the option of, in your hand, your phone, you can make films and videos, not just film your fishing or your hobbies. You can actually get real creative, and I feel a bit creative, man. I'm going to create a movie. I'm going to create a film. Kojak, you watched the dad back. Awesome, thank you. It was a result. It was a result. But it's going to take a year, so, you know, it's just, probably won't even mention it again for ages. But I started production on it yesterday. But it could be years in the making. Years. I have just taken my COPD pump, so may go to sleep because it helps me. Okay, AD, that's alright. No, that's cool, man. If you need to sleep, no worries, man. Thank you for your contributions here tonight and the support. It's amazing, thank you. Tuka Mark joins us. Tuka Mark joins us. Tom Jenkinson joins us too. Lovely to see you there. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. May to start to doze off later. That's all right. You repeated yourself. I think you're dozing off already. It's already taking effect. It's already taking effect. Ape, you legend. Thank you. From me and Linda. Ape and Linda, thank you so much indeed. Koala tea. Koala tea, thank you. Outstanding. Absolutely magic. Absolutely magic. Yeah, if you go onto the YouTube studio, you've actually got the option of sound effects. And if you click into them sound effects, you can select a genre. And if you click, you know, you can click on the genre that you want to get the sound effects from, and you can use those sound effects for free. So I've clicked on horror, and I've downloaded a load of horror clips and sound effects and noises, and I'm going to put them into that movie and yeah, use their sound effects and any other stuff that's on there that's royalty free. Absolutely fantastic. AD, no need to apologise, man. No need to apologise. Gerald Tyler joins us here tonight. Gerald, lovely to see you there. You're on the drink, so you know, won't stay in chat. That's all right. We're watching. That's all right. Ape and Linda, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your tipsies or onesies. What do they call it when you have a drink? I'll get the pillow ready to hide behind. Okay. Yeah, you'll need it. It's going to be scary. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make it a suspense thriller, really. Not really a horror, but a suspense thriller using sounds taken from the horror genre. So it's not going to be a horror. It's not a gore thing. It's a sort of what's around the corner sort of thing. That's what I've got in my head. A suspense thriller. But we'll see how it goes. You never know what's going to be jumping out from where. Jason Wilkinson's. We've had a dab. So I've only had one, Jason, on the first cast. But I'm well happy with it. It's the first dab of this season. It's not going to be scary if you're in it. No, well, that's good. Yeah, well, because I star in it. I am the main character. So, yeah, you're out of luck there. It's not going to be very scary. 420 Fisherman joins us here tonight, where we've been hoping to sort of get a big old bite on that pout that I chucked in, but nothing's well, it did have something sniffed it earlier, but didn't take it. A little bit frustrating. A little bit frustrating. I'm not scared of no muffin. I ain't scared of muffin. Muffin scares me. I ain't scared of muffin. Muffin freaks me out. Well done, Will, mate. Better than a dogfish. Well, we've had one of them too. Yeah, we've had one of them. We've had a dogfish, a pout, a dab, and 3 whiting. Yeah, we've had a full house here tonight, nearly. All we need is a bass and a strap conger and job's a good one. Bingo. The wind is turning right back round to the east now. Actually, that goes round anymore, it'll be north. Let me just go in and check the weather here, because that looks straight east now. Let's have a look. Wind, there we go. Oh yeah, no, it ain't south. They're saying south. That's not southerly wind. Absolutely not. That's more east, if anything. Let's see what this one's saying. That one's saying south as well. That's not a southerly wind, that's an easterly wind. It'd be blowing straight across from the Isle of Wight if that was a southerly wind. And that sea would not be flat calm. So it's an easterly wind despite what the weather's telling you. And we can see that from the flag. If it was southerly, it'd be blowing from onshore, offshore. So yeah, we've got an easterly wind here this evening. As we wait, fiddy tippy, fiddy tappy. I'll be quiet on the bite out there at the moment. Because that, I mean, that tide is pushing in now, so something could happen. Rayman of Cumbria. Eyeballs, eyeballs. Eyeballs, eyeballs. Oh, Ross Harrington joins us. Ross, lovely to see you here this evening. Joining us here this evening, where we are awaiting the arrival of the Tippy Tappy. The Tippy Tappy here this evening. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna have a go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a go. See what we can do. 'Cause it's absolutely magic. It was always going to go a bit quiet over low tide. That's why when we got here we moved fast to get the baits in while there was a bit of water around us. Sorting the fur babies out, San and Steve. Okay. Sorting the fur babies out. Take fish, ing, build yourself a word, all together now, a fishing, a fishing. Take fish, ing, build yourself a word, all together now, fishing, fishing. Absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful views here. Always a bit awkward when the wind goes straight behind the shelter like that because both of the flaps start flapping and we haven't got enough clips to clip it all down. Fishing, fishing, take fish, ing, build yourself a word, all together now. Fishing, fishing. Ross, it is quiet now. Yeah, it started with as a blinder. We were getting bites all over the place. It looked like it was going to be mad, but it has died off completely. Completely died off. I don't know where the conger eels have gone. Fishy, fishy, fishing, Robbie! Robbie joins us tonight. Lovely to see you there. Lovely to see you joining us here this evening. Take a fish, ing, and build yourself a word. All together now. Fishing, fishing. Absolutely magic. The thing is, with that pout bait out there, at any moment that could just get slammed. All my hopes are on that pout. But you know, with the tide the way it is, there's almost no hope of it going. But with it in the water, there's a chance. We're just at the bottom of really nasty tides at the minute. Small tides, no wind, outgoing tide down to low. I mean, it's just the worst possible situation. So the best of the fishing's going to be as we arrive on each day moving forward now, and it will just peter out as the night goes on potentially. But we've had some good low tides that have fished well, but that wind's from the wrong direction. Sea's gone flat, wind wrong direction. Perfect for dabs. It's perfect for dabs. So we could still see a dab. I'd like that. That's the hope. The hope is for that pout to tear off or the dab to hit the bait again. But these sessions are always really tough ones where you get that fish in the first bite. It is the first bite curse, it really is. We had a beautiful dab, so anyone watching this video back really won't need to watch it back past the first half hour, because that's when we had the best result. So in the description it'll be like, you know, yeah, the video is maybe 5 hours long, but you'll only need to watch half hour of it to see the best of it. You know, as opposed to when we have a 5-hour session, then we hit a fish on the last cast. They're the best ones. Oh, well, the best ones are when you're getting fish throughout, but you know, if you're going to have a slow session, you really want that big fish to hit you on the last bite, so people have got something to look forward to watching through the session. But yeah, we had a session like this a while ago where I had that bass, didn't I? I had that bass on the flapper rig quite early on, and then we had nothing for the rest of it. Tough going. Tough old going it was. And take fish, ing. Build yourself a word. You like the like the band now? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, but for the fishing purists, it's been the first half hour. That's where the magic has happened. In the first half hour, having that lovely little dab. I mean, it's a live capture of the first dab of the session. Sounds like thunder on the way. Right, hold up, let me just go into the lightning tracker here quick, guys, and have a look. 2 seconds. Boom, blitz, there we go, let's have a look. Consents. No, there's no thunder coming our way. No, we're okay, thankfully. Because where there's thunder, there's lightning. You can't have thunder without lightning. So I was just checking the lightning tracker and there's no lightning showing. Well, there is, but it's nowhere near us. Thank God. And the flashy lights. Oh yeah, the flashy lights are something to look forward to watching back, of course. And the tappy, tippy, tappy. I don't want to catch a fish, won't get on until we catch one. Tippy, tippy, tappy. I just want to catch a fish, won't give up until we got one. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Oh, that was a foghorn, by the way. It does look like a little bit foggy over there, maybe trying to descend. You might see a bit of misty fog. It's hard to say. Looks like a little fog bank over there, but I just can't tell. Paparazzi. Could you say you will be there? Say you will be there, yeah. I just wanna catch a fish, won't give up until I catch one. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Won't give up until we catch one. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Just say you will be there. Say you will be there. Well, I don't wanna catch a fish, won't give up until we catch one. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Yeah, we just gotta hope that bite picks up again. I mean, tide's coming in, so it should push some fish in, especially them dab, as I say. They're usually the first arrivals, the dab, on the new tides. And tippy, tippy, tappy. Tippy, tippy, tappy. And just say you will be there. Whoa. What time is it? 22:10. Let's have a little look around. I'm your biggest fan, I won't let go until you love me. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Right, bear with us. Bear with us. I'm your biggest fan, I won't let go until you love me. Tippy, tippy, tappy. Right, just bear with me a sec, guys. Right, the pout's been swapped for a whiting. Clucking to get out. Haven't been out for about a week. That's the longest you've gone all year. Wow. Yeah, that's a long old time. It's been a bit tough at the minute with the tides as they are. Struggled a bit. I mean, that dab has been the best fish since the turn of the tides. Since we lost the high tides and the bass fishing. But it's coming back round. We're just getting to them tides now where we arrive at the beach and it's fishing, because it's just like an hour or two after high when we arrive. Still within that lovely bit of time where you fish up over high in like the first couple of hours. But any of the incoming tides we can fish, and you know, an hour or two at a push over the high are good times. So we probably had about half hour's good fishing tonight. Tomorrow it'll probably be an hour and a half as we arrive, and then it will sort of peter off as the tide goes out, you know, and then that time frame will increase over the week until we're right back on the bass where we can time them. You know, we can say, right, we're going to fish here, the bass are going to be here at this time, we're going to have a white bait in and we're going to hit one. Those times are ahead, about another week. But for mid-December, it's beautiful out here. Can't complain. Very, very mild. It's just incredible. I'm the biggest fan, I won't give up until you love me. Papa, paparazzi. Yeah, we've got a whiting on. The risk with having a whiting on is the fish that hits it has to be a particular size, because the whiting's far longer than the pout. So it's easy for a fish to bite it halfway along and try and swim off with it. Ideally a fish hits it head first, or a big enough fish swallows it whole. Well, you know, in weather like this it's hard to find those sort of fish. When it's stormy they're everywhere, but in weather like this it's just pot luck. Worth having one out there, because you could just get that pot luck and that big old bass comes swimming along, finds your bait and slams it. A whiting triggers something in their instinct and they hit it immediately on sight. So we've got a whiting in there, and I know if a bass sees it, he will immediately attack it. So we just got to hope one comes along. I'm your biggest fan, I wanna go out so you love me. Papa, Papa, let's see. Yeah, it goes a little bit quiet. Flat, calm seas, easterly winds. East fishes least. I'm hoping tonight the east delivers the beast. That would be nice. It's all about the rod bending bite. Doubling it over. The big one. I'm your biggest fan, I won't let go until you love me. Peppered, peppered red sea. Your biggest fan, I won't let go until you love me. Peppered, peppered red sea. And I just say you're pretty fair. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, but willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice our love. Sorry about that. Flapping about on the shelter, guys. There's nothing I can do about that because I've got the clip on the other side. Oh, mind you, that might have helped a little bit, maybe putting that stick in the way. Ba-bom bom. You're as cold as ice, ba-bom bom, willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice. As cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, willing to sacrifice our love. As cold as ice, the bomb, sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, the bomb, sacrifice our love. Let's have a look at the old weather, see if it's due to rain again or not. Let's have a little look. Come out the lightning tracker there, we don't need that anymore. No, we're okay, it's not going to rain tonight. Let's have a look at the weather ahead for a bit. Let's see what tomorrow's saying. 12:22 here tonight. Oh yeah, turns straight northerly tomorrow. A little bit of a drop in temperature tomorrow. Straight northerly, flat, calm seas. And the following night, there was supposed to be a storm coming, but that's gone. That has absolutely gone off the radar. It's nowhere to be seen. Oh, and then it drops down to 6 degrees. It says there's something Thursday and Friday, but that's a long way away. So we won't look forward to that. Yeah, that's way too far to confirm if that's coming. I'm willing to sacrifice our love. We're as cold as ice, boom, boom. Willing to sacrifice our love. As cold as ice, boom, boom. Willing to sacrifice our love. We're as cold as ice, boom, boom. Willing to sacrifice our love. not really much we can do when it goes like this on the tide. It's horrible facing it, you know, when the bite drops off and you can see it progressively dying off. It's like when you can see the bite progressively increasing on a new tide. You know, you get there, it's quiet, and then the bite starts and it picks up, and then bang, you have a great session, the bite is on. But we've arrived here today, and predictably we've arrived when the bite is on and it's progressively died off, which is to be expected on these horrendous outgoing tides. And now we just have to wait and see if anything comes back in for the time that we're here. Hour and a half left, thereabouts. We generally fish up till around about midnight, so we'll be having a go at that tonight. Be having some of that. See what tippy tappies we may find. And you're willing to sacrifice our love. You're as cold as ice, it didn't boom boom. Willing to sacrifice. You're as cold as ice, it didn't boom boom. Willing to sacrifice. You're as cold as ice, it didn't boom boom. Willing to sacrifice. You're as cold as ice, it didn't boom boom. Willing to sacrifice. I love you. Used to be free, and when they can free, and when this stuff, I believe the fairy has brought us here. We should be together, babe, but we're not. The thing is, it is incoming tide, and we've got that whiting out there. He's about 30 yards out. I mean, the rocks don't really play a part here now. No, the chat hasn't frozen. I was wondering, Ali, but no, it's all right. It's okay, man. I mean, the bite's dead. There's not really much to say. I mean, we can see what's happened. It's progressively dropped off to nothing. I mean, there's not much we can really say. As I say, the hardest thing is when this happens, because we know how it generally ends. But we just hope that with that whiting in, something's going to hit it. I mean, we'll probably see the standard picking up of the whiting bite at some point here before we go in the next hour. But you know, it's got to that stage of the tide where nothing happens, and you know, no matter what we do, there's nothing we can do. I mean, we've got our scratching rig out there, and you know, when the scratching rig goes quiet, it's basically game over. Because if nothing's there to take that, we're in a lot of trouble. So we just got to sit it out now and hope for the best. Hope for the best. What a day. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to wait for the tide to come back round again. There will be epic nights of fantastic fishing and enthusiasm, but it's not tonight. It's not tonight. Not over this tide. For a high tide, it'd be a different story because I know what's coming. But I also know what's coming for this low tide, and it's probably nothing great. But if we were fishing this towards the high tide within our time frame, I'd be sitting here going, this is good, because we know what's coming. We know around an hour before high tide I can lay a whiting bait in because we've got them fresh in the bucket here, and at some point they're going to get hit by a bass. It's inevitable. but this is not that tide. I mean, we've got a whiting in, so it's still inevitable that if a bass finds it, it will hit it. But we're not. It's not over high, so it's highly unlikely. Not impossible, but it's not unlikely. I've stuck it out there to give us a chance. Took the pout off and put a whiting on. It's a bit more surface area for the fish to see as it passes. The whiting's considerably longer than a pout. But, you know, that depends how big the pout is, doesn't it? The whiting was considerably longer than the pout we caught. It gets to the point where it's just about appreciating the beauty of being out, the lovely sound of the waves, the gentle breeze, and it's not cold. So quite content to just chill and see what happens on the rods. We are willing to sacrifice our love. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. Earwig last early night for me till Monday. That elf has been back again. Posted his antics. See you on the next one. Okay, mate, we'll have a look. And thank you. Thank you. You have a good evening, alright? Take it easy. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And we'll see you next time, alright? Thank you. Absolutely magic. There'll be an almighty slam on one of them rods in a bit. That'll wake me up. That'll wake us all up there. Oh, it's just chilled, man. Chilled out, that's what it is. It is chilled, isn't it? Yeah. Laid back down on the old shingle. Chilling out. Barely keep your eyes open. It was a bit of a long night last night, you see. When we finished, my friend rang me up, or as we were finishing, he's like, Will, I've left my bait at home. So I ended up running up to him with a load of bait, and I ended up chilling with him for the rest of the night again until like 5 o'clock this morning, when I should have really gone home. Yeah, I took him bait. Yeah, I took his bait up there, but ended up staying with him, chilling out. I donated him a rod because he was using a carp fishing rod. So I gave him the rod I had here, the orange one, the hammer. So there you are, mate, have that. Because I've got spare continental rods at home. So I gave him a continental and said, mate, put that carp thing away, you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know, it was like using a vine, a grapevine, to catch fish with. I was like, put it away, man. Like it'd snap in half if he caught a decent bass on it. It was a really thin carp rod. I mean, I used to do carp fishing. I felt carp rods, but they weren't as thin as that thing he was using. It was horrific. So, mate, don't use that. Get rid of it. Have this. I mean, it's probably £1,000 carp fishing rod. Do you know what I mean? And I've given him a £100 Enigma hammer, but it's purpose built. You know what I mean? It's purpose built for sea fishing. It's, although flexible, it ain't as flexible as the thing he was using, which definitely wasn't a spod rod. Maybe a light little sort of, you know, like a dace rod or something. But it was horrendous. Oh, turn it in, Stephen. Turn it in. Come on in, turn it in. But yeah, he didn't have any gear, so I sorted him out a bit. Can't be fishing with carp gear. That's how I started my sea fishing journey. I quickly found out it was not adequate. I mean, I used a carp tripod set up when I started fishing. Well, it wasn't even a tripod, it was just a lay down flat to the water bit of kit, which works great on ponds but didn't do any good on the sea, because I didn't know, man. I was green as the seaweed I was catching that day. But we all start from somewhere. Yeah, I had a lovely pair of Witchwood Rage rods. I remember them really well. Lovely carbon rods. What's a spod rod? Well, when you spod a load of food out onto a mark alley, so it's quite a solid rod. So a spod, you dump a load of mix into the spod, and then you spod it onto a mark, so there's loads of food there. It's like a spod. Oh, what word can I use without using a trigger word? It's I was going to say B-O-M-B, like a bait, B-O-M-B, and you open it up and then you jam loads of mix in there, like grain and the pasty mix and your pellets and that. You put it all in the spod and it can weigh up to like 3 kilos. Yeah, delivery system for food. There you go, that's a good word. Thank you, Craig. And then you put it on your rod and you cast it out, and when it hits the floor it opens up and dumps all the food mix on the floor, and then you reel it back in. And you know, you can do the same thing with PVA bags, sort of fill a few PVA bags over there. It's a feeder. It's not, yeah, when you say feeder you sort of think a method feeder and stuff like that. It's a type of feeder, but it's a spod. It's a spod. So you can use a spod as a range finder as well. So if you're one side of a river or a lake and you want to find the far bank, you spod your rod over there and then mark it. Once you've got your spot where you want to get your fish, stick a bit of tape on your line and that, and mark the far bank. But I mean, that's back in the day. I mean, there's far more better technology now. You've got a boat, you can put your gear on now and motor it over there and dump it, you know. A tube with a float, one end, you fill up and it empties after you cast. That's it. The spod. Get different types of spod. But you can use a spod rod, which is a particularly solid rod. As you can imagine, you might be hammering a kilo of bait over, so you need a real solid rod. It's like the equivalent of a 6-and bait on the beach, you know. It's a solid rod to spod your gear out, spod your bait in. But I know nothing of freshwater. I shouldn't even be attempting to explain freshwater fishing. I know nothing about it. I did it for a little while, but not for long. There are probably, I might have even explained something completely wrong there, but I know nothing of freshwater fishing anymore. I used to. It's what I used to do, but I've forgotten it all. Forgotten everything I learnt about beach fishing, freshwater. I had a lovely shelter I kept with me into the beach stuff for some time, a Fox Easy Dome X. It was a really nice shelter. They went through the roof in value, but I broke a bit of mine and could never find the new bit for it. They stopped making them and they went through the roof in price, and we got them at a really good price years ago. You try and buy one now, worth a fortune. There's a couple of different Easy Domes, but the Easy Dome was quite good on the beach as well. Ailey, take care, mate. Have a good night. Thank you. I use a small one on your carp rod. I clip my spot up after finding one, then clip the small spot on and cast it 10 times, then pull rig and bingo. Put rig and bingo. Yes. Yeah. Rayman Cumbria, the eyeballs. What are the eyeballs for, Rayman? I keep seeing you post the eyeballs. I'm not sure what they are. Is that like you're still there watching? Still there watching. Nice to see you there. Santa baby. The Fox Breezy Dome. I used to call the Easy Dome. Yeah, the Breezy Dome. They were great though. My one had a clear front on it. It was beautiful. Zip it down, you could see your rods and that through the front of it. I mean, I know there's probably a lot of sort of carp stuff that does that nowadays, but it had a double skin, and you could either have it so you could see right clearly through the front of it, or you could put down a second skin on the inside and it would be dark. I mean, it was just a wicked bit of kit. Wicked bit of kit. Double skin, but it was all a one shelter. You put it up. It was all together, sewn in, stitched together. This person knows. What San and Steve knows. This person knows. I have been in 80-mile-an-hour winds in one of them. The thing flattens against it and never failed. Built-in ground sheet. Yeah, it was all in one. It was like a tent, just like a tent. But really well made and solid. Solid, large plastic bits and metal poles. And yeah, even when I broke one of the bits, it still worked. I mean, it was a solid bit of kit. Sam and Steve just copied. Santa baby, leave a fable under the tree for me. And hurry down the chimney tonight. They're a great show as well. My mate still has one. Can still get replacement parts for the poles. Yeah, I could never find the replacement for mine. I looked everywhere. You got a couple of different types. It's the Fox Easy Dome X is the one I had. But you can get one that's a Easy Dome X something else. But I could never find the parts for mine. I imagine Fox, if I'd have wrote to Fox, they might have found the parts, but they didn't have the bits for the Easy Dome X. It was extremely difficult. If you know, you know. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. You think I'd know? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I have no idea what's going on. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If I don't know, it's probably best I don't know. Nor neither do you. Oh, right. You don't know either. Right down the chimney tonight. Leave a fable under the tree. Miss Fishmas was just joking. I'm not saying, but person, man up. Sorry about that. I'm not saying, but person, man up. Sorry about that. You're not making any sense, Raymond. I'm not. I mean, the eyes didn't make sense, so nothing that you say after will make sense. Because it all follows the same thing, so it doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what's going on. Speaking in tongues, in code. I hurried down the chimney tonight. A Santa baby, leave a fable under the tree for me. And I hurried down the chimney tonight. Might just check that turret flapper again. A flashy light, who knows? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, as long as everyone's having fun. As long as everyone's having fun. Well, I mean, we can't be having a whale of a time because the bite ain't on, but as long as everyone's enjoying just chilling and chatting, you know. Munyan, how you doing? My mate used to beach fish a couple of times a year. He did try carp fishing with beach rods. Trabuco Diffusion, I think they were. Can't remember him catching a carp though. Name is, he knows who he is. He knows what I mean. Oh, okay. You must be going on with someone that's outside of this channel, maybe on someone else's channel. Oh, that's okay. Well, I hope it's not beef, and I hope it doesn't spill onto this channel, because I like everyone just to chill out on this channel and enjoy it, and not bring beef from other channels to this channel. In fact, my chat really is it encompasses that people can be safe here outside of other chats, you know. Because if anyone was picking on anyone in here and I knew about it, I would quickly put a stop to it and say sort it out. So I never want to see anyone picking on anyone else for any reason in the chat, because if it was happening to them, I'd be defending them just as much as I'd be defending the other person in my chat. So if there's some beef going on in this chat that's been carried on from somewhere else, then please leave it somewhere else and not in this chat. We don't want to see that going on in here. You know, this is a place where we chill and enjoy the chat, and we don't want none of that going on in LMF's chat. It's not what this is about. Yeah, we don't want that going on in here. You have a pair of Abu 2 500s multiply reels. I want to use them for carp fishing one day. The multiplies. No mate, he's got the internet, no beef. Oh no, I wasn't talking about what you said there, Munyon. It just appears that there's something going on. I don't know what it is, I don't want to know what it is. But if there is something going on in the chat between people, I'd rather it wasn't in this chat. I'd rather people had their beef on someone else's chat, you know, so we can enjoy the nice chilled cool chat that we have here every night without any beef amongst people. I'll be down the chimney tonight, Santa baby, leave a fable under the tree for me. And hurry down the chimney tonight, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. I'll tell you what we'll do before anything does escalate. I'm going to end this live. I'm going to end it, and we'll pick it up again another night where we can start afresh. So there's no bite going on here tonight, guys. So I'm going to shut this down and get out of here. I've had too long a day. So guys, in 5 seconds we're going to shut this down. And I'll pack them rods down and we'll leave. There's nothing happening on the bait anyway, and I'll just get them packed up and we'll shoot off. Miss Fishmas, thank you. Jay, take it easy. We're gonna have an early night. I'm too tired for it. Too tired for anything. We'll start again tomorrow, and what's said's been said, and let's not have it in this chat. In 4 seconds we're gonna shut this down, guys. I'll see you later. Stephen, take care. Munyon the Raven, thank you. In 3 seconds we're going to shut this down and disappear. Lynette, thank you to all the mods, all the amazing people. Gerald, thank you for all your support, guys. We had a dab tonight, which was great. I really enjoyed that. It was brilliant. Thank you guys for joining us here for that. In 2 seconds we're going to shut this down. Thank you everybody. Have a wonderful night, and in 1 second we are done, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, take care guys. Bye for now. See you later.